I wouldn't have made it through without them. And it wasn't just one person, it was the whole staff. And I didn't know whether or not, I didn't know if I had stage 4 cancer. I didn't know what I was going through. My biggest concern was, okay, now that I know I have this to deal with, what do I do from this point? And when Dr. Paredes explained to me that everything that she had done would be of no cost to me, I really hit the floor. I never got any correspondence in the mail. Never. I wouldn't even want to see it. I'd be so scared. I'd be so scared to see it, but I know it was because they ran test after test. That's again why I say it's awesome. It's awesome.
I first met Dr. Paredes when I was a resident and was very inspired by her passion and her commitment to helping women in Richmond and the surrounding areas. After talking with her after my rotation during residency, I did decide to do a fellowship with her and have never regretted that at all. Working with her that way really prepared me to go into private practice here in the Hampton Roads area. Working with Ellen, again, she provides extensive training in doing interventional procedures, breast biopsies, breast MRI, as well as early detection of breast cancer. We read a large volume of studies, mammogram studies, during fellowship, much more than we ever read during residency. And I feel that that extra training made me a much better radiologist.
I didn't know of anybody else that had this program that was so thorough. Yeah, you can go get a free mammogram and get your results and deal with whatever you have to deal with. So yeah, you could do that. You can go places that, but for her to follow you through all the way from beginning to end is what means the most. One of the things I did that I feel was the most important, and I'm really glad because I had always wanted to do it, but never really stepped out into it, was going to the gym. So I've started going to the gym now, and I really do appreciate that. It helps me as a stress reliever. Aside of the fact that it helped me shed a couple of pounds, it was just what I needed. Definitely, it was what I needed. It was an outlet. It was just to get away from it all. Me, my headset, some workout equipment, it's working fine.
And so not only were you terrifically sad because of your health, but you were worried how you were going to pay for this, right?
How I would afford it all. That was a big concern. Wanting to beat it and not to have to keep on working, because again, I have to work. You know, I don't have vacation time, I don't have sick time, I don't have insurance. So how do I maintain my bills, my life? I have a son that I have to provide for. How do I maintain that and then pay this astronomical bill? That was just the bill for Dr. Paredes, for everything that they had done. And then I think, wow, what about when I go to the hospital? How will I be able to afford it? So yes, of course it was, I just didn't know what I was gonna do.
At the Paredes Breast Cancer Foundation, we envision that women will have timely access to high-quality breast cancer screening. We can accomplish this through our key programs. First, our fellowship program, where we train radiologists to specialize in breast imaging. Secondly, we train doctors, radiologists, technologists, and nurses who are already in practice to increase their skills, knowledge, and abilities in the area of breast imaging. And thirdly, and maybe most importantly, we can care for women in our community through our free Mammography Outreach Program, where women who are underserved or uninsured have access to facilities to provide their mammography their breast imaging diagnosis, and treatment of their breast cancer if it's found. Many of the women we see have locally advanced disease or even disease spread to other organs because they've not had access to the care that they should have had long before.
I have to thank you, your staff. I wouldn't have been able to make it through without you guys. You have a wonderful staff and a heart as big as this room to do what it is that you do, and then to train others to do it. You're wonderful.
Cheena, you're so
You're
sweet.
wonderful.
You know, we're here for you, and it's our joy to be able to see you doing well and to take care of you and the other women.
What kind of advice would you offer to other people?
Please get your mammograms. Get your mammograms when you're supposed to get your mammograms. Try to find places that will help you. If you're somebody like me and you don't have the insurance and you like to know what's going on with your body, but you just can't afford it because every day there's just something else different that comes along. So you just don't have time to sit back and worry about you because you're so worried about everybody else. You have to take that time.
Have you had your mammogram? Do it for you. Do it for those you love.
The difference between life and death.